Awesome. So nice to see you, B.
Same here.
So,
Finally we meet. I'm so grateful for technology because it's connecting me with so many amazing people all around the world.
Incredible, isn't it? Oh, I'm so grateful as well. It's incredible the connections that we have and that we maintain because of Facebook is just incredible. So first of all, I want to say thank you for being courageous to come on board and say, this is what I'm struggling with. Can you give me a hand? And we're doing it live so that everybody can see. So first of all, tell us where you're located.
I'm in Lebanon and it's 3 a.m. now.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought we changed the time to suit you.
Yes, but when we changed from Tuesday to Monday, we reverted back to the initial time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, but actually, no. You know what? Since I'm willing to wake up at 3 a.m. for any client, at least I can do it for myself.
Exactly.
And about being courageous, you know what? It hit me when I work a lot with the senior executives because I used to be one. So it really hit me when one of them told me, you know what? I wish I had cancer instead of anxiety, because if I had cancer, nobody would assume that I'm weak. They would come to me with flowers and chocolates and I would get so much compassion. But if they knew I had anxiety, everybody would think that I'm weak. So it's not weakness to ask for help. I think it's on the contrary.
Absolutely, 100%. And it just goes to show, who you are as a person, that, you've got to, in order to be successful in anything, you've got to strip the ego away, because the ego keeps us stuck. It keeps us stuck from asking questions. It keeps us stuck from admitting that we need help, because we all do. We're not supposed to be alone in this world. We're supposed to seek help. So thank you so much for joining me today and for doing this publicly as well. So, and I just want to reiterate to everybody who's out there listening that it's at 3 a.m. in Lebanon. So 3 a.m. in Lebanon, and here she is. Waking up in the middle of the night to have this session with me. So I messed up the times. I was supposed to do a time that she was okay with. And it just goes to show she is okay with it. And
well, actually, it's part of showing commitment to it. So it's not only about asking for help. It's really doing the whole process. So
yeah, and you said that from the beginning. You said, whatever time you tell me, I'll be there. So well done. Obviously, you're supposed to be here, right?
Yes.
So fantastic. And so just to give a little bit of background, B, whose name is actually Bahia, but she's known as Coach B. Coach B or Bahia sent me an email, and I'll just give a little bit of background in terms of B's certification. So B's a very highly certified, highly skilled hypnotherapist. So let's just get that clear. And this is interesting, and this is what is interesting, because the issue that B is struggling with is one that I would say most hypnotherapists struggle with. So this is why this is so relevant for everybody to listen to this session. So I'll just go over B's certification. So she has been a corporate trainer for 20 plus years. So she's obviously very good at training, because she's done it for over 20 years. She has over 20 international certifications related to hypnotherapy, including being an accredited trainer by ICBCH, which is the International Certification Board for Clinical Hypnotherapists. So technically and logically, she has everything in terms of what it takes. She knows what to do, so it's not about knowledge at all. So this is not about knowledge. This is not about the logical mind. This is entirely about the subconscious and what's going on there. And so what has happened is that for 13 months, B has had the ability to launch her certification program, which is an excellent program. Now, she hasn't launched it because She hasn't approached anybody. So this is really, you know, good for other people to see. So she's got it already. She's got it ready to go, but she hasn't launched it. She's basically been sitting on it for 13 months, waiting for some sort of alliance or somebody to come along and sell it for her, so that it takes away the stuff that she doesn't want to do. She just wants to train. She doesn't want to sell. So I'm going to ask you some questions, B.
Yes, sure.
If you're talking to me and I do interrupt you, it's not because I'm not interested in what you have to say, but it might be that I've got enough
sure.
in terms of a response, and then we're on to the next thing. So tell me about this fear that's holding you back from launching your certification program, which is ready to go.
Well, actually, although I used to give sales training, I don't like the execution of sales. I'm really not sure which part of it I don't like, because I can sell you anything that is not mine. So if you tell me, go sell this certification for me, I can sell it to anyone. But when it's related to me, I'm a little bit reluctant. So I would say, yeah, I would start next month. I would get someone to do it. Whatever.
Okay, so let's just stop there. So what you're saying is you're comfortable with the sales process as long as you're not selling something of yours.
Yes.
And I get that, because I used to also be a trainer in corporate. So we're very, very similar. I was in corporate for over 20 years, 22 years, and I was also a corporate trainer. But selling my first program is different. So I understand. It's different because it's yours. So you're putting yourself out there as, I am now selling something of me.
Yes.
So what is it of you that you don't want, or the subconscious part of you feels that is not worthy of being sold?
Maybe it's somewhere that I don't want to feel that it's not good enough. I'm not good enough. So I don't want to reach a point where I would take the rejection of the product personally for myself.
So who taught you that you weren't good enough in life?
It's a very long story.
So just say the person who taught you that you weren't good enough.
My mom, because I was supposed to be perfect, to be good.
Okay.
So I have a trend of always feeling that I have to do a bit more to be the perfect kid.
Okay. And so is that even attainable, to be perfect?
No.
So no wonder you've been waiting for 13 months to launch your program, because it's unattainable in terms of perfection. There's always something more, right, that we can do. You know, it's even like, you know, when I published my book, at that point, I could have kept doing editing. You know, you can edit forever, because it's never going to be perfect. But at some point, you've got to go, good enough is good enough. Good enough is good enough. And so let me ask you the question right now. Is your certification program good enough?
Yes.
Okay. So
at least now when I compare it to my first certification, which was the basis of hypnotherapy, it's way better. It's way better because it has all what was missing when I learned this 5 years ago from one of the best institutions.
Yeah. Okay. So you know that this is a good poly program. It's not that.
Yes. Yeah.
And what you've said to me is that your ideal dream is to align yourself with someone who can sell it for you, and then all you need to do is deliver it. So this process of letting because right now you're letting people know that it's a fantastic certification program. You're letting people know. Yeah?
Yeah.
You are actually doing that right now. So what is it that will stop you from going out there and launching it?
I really don't know. I cannot even picture myself giving the training. You know, when in hypnotherapy, we have our clients see their future self. I can easily see myself as a coach. But when I want to see myself as giving my own training, I cannot.
What's the block there?
I don't have an image for myself doing this.
Okay, so if you close just close your eyes right now, because I think this is the story that you're telling yourself. So close your eyes right now, and I want you to just relax the body and just relax and let all the thoughts just disappear from your head. Just let them disappear, because they're just thoughts. And just feel your body relaxing. And I want you just to imagine that almost like your soul is detaching itself from all that pre-programming that the ego developed, and leave your body all the way up and go all the way up and into the future. And I want you to notice that you're standing in front of a room, in front of a group of people. Can you see that?
Yes.
I want you to notice what you're wearing. I want you to notice who, that you can see faces in the room. I want you to notice how you're feeling. It's an adrenaline kind of excitement. So your body is buzzing with adrenaline. And this is it. It's finally arrived, this moment where all your hard work, people are there and they need you. They need to learn from you. They don't know what you're about to teach them, and they're grateful. And you welcome everybody into the room and into your training, and that moment has arrived. Are you able to see it, feel it, hear it?
At the beginning, I was seeing myself as a corporate trainer, so it was easy to see.
So now I want you to notice that your branding is in that room, at the back of the room, your branding. And there's some products on the tables too that you've given to each participant with your branding. So this is you, your branding. This is your stuff. This is your workbook. This is your certification. This is everything that you worked hard for all these years to get you to that point.
Yeah, I can see small groups of people. It's not like a huge audience.
Is that okay for it to be a small group of people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's one of the competitive advantages, if you want, because attendees can get more focused attention.
Exactly. Quite often people ask me, how many people do you have in your training? Because they want me to say less of a number. Okay. Yeah. So you can see small groups. You can see small groups. So that story that you said to yourself just a moment ago, which was, I can't see myself training, is that story valid now?
Well, I realized something, that since the certification is mainly online classes, even before the coronavirus thing, usually since you are a trainer, you know that with the adrenaline rush, you tend to move a lot during the training. You feel so much energy in your body that you need to move a lot. Maybe I could not see myself confined in a chair when I'm giving an online training. So it's so annoying that you cannot move your hands and move around the room.
Yeah, well, I guess you can though, because you can do a standing up. You can still stand up and present.
So yes, I will need to have a different setup, maybe to have a flip chart and to have a projector and to have everything as if it's a normal training room.
Okay, so imagine that's all happened, because that's just the how, and the how it works itself out, okay? You set the intention and you know it's going to happen, the logistics of it will just happen. So imagine that's all there and you are standing up. And the flip chart is exactly where you want it to be. And you are able to move your hands around. Because if you're like me, I like moving my hands around too when I present.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to imagine that. And can you do that? Did you do that?
Yes. As long as people are already in the room, it's easy. Once I got them in the room, I know I can ace it.
Okay, so we've just debunked the last sentence you said,
Yes.
which is I can't even imagine myself training someone with my own stuff. Yes, you can. You just did, and it took us a few minutes. Okay, so these stories that we tell ourselves that we can't do, of course we can. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can imagine it. So I want you to tell me, what is your proof to yourself that your certification is worthwhile? What is your proof?
Because I know exactly what was missing when I took my first certification. So I filled in every possible gap.
Yes.
For example, one of the things is that I took like 5 marketing trainings. Yeah. Marketing and sales related to having a hypnotherapy clinic once you get the certification. So this is embedded in the thing. When I did my certification, I did not have mentoring sessions after the certification. My certification has 6-month mentoring. Yeah. So the trainee would feel that they are fully supported. They can ask any question. I felt really weird having my first client, and I knew deep inside that everything will be all right. Yet I was scared. What if, and I did not have anyone to ask. Okay. And at that time, I was not part of so many groups where I could ask questions to more senior people. So it was really, I felt really helpless, but I managed. But now they don't have to go through all of this. Yeah.
Exactly, because you've created it for them, okay?
Yeah.
You filled all the gaps, so that's your proof. You've done the course, you've seen the gaps, you've created a course without those gaps. So yes. Who would benefit from doing your course?
Well, actually, now with after the coronavirus thing, anyone can benefit, because my ultimate client would be a therapist, like psychologist, psychiatrist, doctor, who would want an additional toolbox in an additional tool in their toolbox. Yet now, with the new normal we are heading toward, it can be a mom that wants to work from home. It can be someone who had been laid off from work and they are really interested to help people, and they want to be able to generate money within 3-4 months. So it can be anyone.
Okay.
As long as they have genuine interest in humans. So it's not for the money.
Of course, because if it's for the money, they're not going to be successful anyway.
No.
And the thing is, this is the great thing about hypnotherapy, is that people don't come into it for the money. Because most hypnotherapists are not earning enough. And that's because of their own money mindset issues. So what if people don't do your course because you're not offering it? So there are people coming close into your sphere right now. They're coming around you, but you're not offering it.
They don't know I have it.
They don't know you have it. And so that's blocked. That opportunity is blocked for them. So what are they missing out on?
A lot.
Okay. So when you are selling to someone, what is it about? Is it about you or is it about them?
Logically, I know it's about them, but somewhere along the process, I start feeling it's about me.
Okay. So there's 2 things here. The first thing is, whenever you sell anything, obviously, the first step is, you're selling a quality product. So there's integrity there. You're not going to rip anybody off. Okay. So you know that in your heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tick. Number 2 is, that if they get this quality product, this will change their life. Yes. And so by not offering it to them, you are taking away that possibility for them to go down that path, which perhaps would be life-changing. And instead, they might go and do another course that doesn't have all the options available, that doesn't have all the things that you're offering, and they're going to be in a worse position. So then they're going to be, in a position where they're not successful. They're not learning as much as they need to learn. So you're doing them a favor by offering them your course. You are serving them?
Well, logically, I know that I'm serving them, and I'm also serving their clients, because their clients will get a very good service because they do have all what they need.
Exactly. So this is the last bit. You need to detach yourself from the outcome. So your door is open and your hands are offering help to these people, and you know that you're offering them a quality product. But if they don't take your hand, it's fine. Wasn't meant to be for that moment. Okay? Detach yourself from the outcome. Completely detach yourself from the outcome. It doesn't matter. Okay? I've even gone overseas to try a new strategy, a brand new marketing strategy to see how it would work, and it didn't work. Okay? And so I still got a learning from that, which was
there's no failure, only feedback.
Exactly. And you can only test and measure on the ground, hitting the ground running. You can't test and measure behind the computer screen.
Yeah.
You can't. So you can't create a program or a price point and think, I wonder if they're going to buy this. You can't. You've got to test and measure as you go. Test and measure as you go. Test and measure as you go. And detach yourself from the outcome. So really, when I walk into, people come to my half-day workshops, and from there, those who want to continue with me do. But honestly, if nobody wants to come with me, it's not personal. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that I'm not offering a quality product, because I know my product, right? I know it's amazing. So it's not about that. It's just about the dynamics in the room, or perhaps the way I presented it, or perhaps my energy. It's always feedback about myself.
Yeah.
So detach yourself from the outcome, where no matter what happens, you're not attached to the outcome. You just surrender to the process. Just surrender.
Well, the funny thing is that I always tell my clients who are stuck to be an observer of the process.
Yes.
So you isolate yourself as if you have a shield, and you be an observer for whatever is happening. Take the learning and move on. But I'm not being able to apply it to myself.
Okay, so now you need to walk your talk.
Yeah.
Okay, because many therapists do exactly what you're doing, which is they teach their clients all the strategies and all the techniques, but they don't apply it to themselves. So you need to apply it to yourself. So I'm going to hold you accountable on this call. Okay. Yeah. So we've already established that you can imagine yourself training your stuff. Mm-hmm. We've already established that you don't like selling your stuff, but guess what? To be successful in business, we've got to do the things that we don't want to do. We've got to make ourselves uncomfortable every day, and we've got to do it.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Well, what you're saying made me want to really challenge myself, because I really like to practice what I preach. So when I do a time management training, I always teach my trainees to eat the frog. That would be doing the thing you hate the most first thing in the morning, and then you go on with your day.
Yes.
So I guess I'll make it a habit for the next month to start with few sales business development calls or emails or wherever that is, for maybe 1 hour every day, first thing in the morning, before I do anything else.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do first, before you do that hiding behind the computer of emails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I want you to do first is do a Facebook Live on your personal Facebook page.
The thing is, I'm doing lots of Facebook Lives, but I'm having guests with me to talk about whatever thing that would add value, but it's not about my certification.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with the Facebook Lives, and I'm doing lots of interviews just to add value. When I don't think about it as a sales pitch, I really enjoy it.
Okay, so don't think about it as a sales pitch. So get those words out of your mind. Think about it as an offer. Okay, so an offer where you are of service, and really all the money is just an exchange. You know, that's all it is. It's just an exchange of energy. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. Okay? So all that money is just an exchange. If you put all the money in a room by itself, it's got no value at all. It has to be used. And what better way to be used than with your training course that has so much value? So I want you to do a Facebook Live on your personal page without a guest, a guest, where you announce. I want you to tag me.
Yes, I would.
I want you to tag me so that I can see. Okay. Make sure that your profile is public. Is it public?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And but before you do the Facebook Live, what I want you to do is I want you to put a post up that says exciting announcement. Okay. I've got an exciting announcement for you. And this is something that I finished a little while ago and it's ready to go. So first of all, I want you to do 2 lives. One is to say you've got an exciting announcement that you've held on to, but it's dear to your heart. And you're going to nominate the date that you're going to do this exciting announcement, which is going to be the next day.
Okay, will do.
So you're going to create anticipation. All right. And then the next day you're going to go live. You will make an announcement. You would do a call to action at the end of the announcement where you ask them to send an email to or a personal message or a DM. Just make it easy, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and then those people that express interest, you must organize a chat with them.
Sure.
And then you do your emails out to your database and so on.
Okay.
So no more expecting other people to sell your product because you know what? They're not going to be able to sell it like you.
Yes, it's my baby.
It's your baby. And at this point of the process, you need to sell it. Like, you know, after you've done it for a while, somebody else can sell it. You know.
Well, actually, I guess once I do the first 10 calls or emails or wherever, I'm going to start enjoying the sales thing. Because, you know, when you talk about your boyfriend or about your cat or about someone that you love, this is my real baby.
Yes.
So I guess that once I start doing any action in this respect, I'll stop having the fear.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. Because you've created a brand new neural pathway that says, I love offering, not selling. I love offering, you know, my services. I love it. I love it. Because people can benefit from it.
Now, when I remember the first training I gave, I used to have fear of public speaking, and I worked in a multinational where I was supposed to give a training for like 100 people. I was really scared. I could feel sweat going down my spine, and I was really in panic. I had to do it. And now the thing I like the most is training, because I see it as sharing value and an exchange of experiences and wherever. So it's not about me in the training.
Exactly. It's not about you. It is not about you. It is about them. And detach yourself from the outcome.
Okay.
Completely detach yourself from the outcome. It doesn't matter. You've done what you need to do. When you take steps and action, you know, the universe works in miraculous ways. But to detach yourself from the outcome. Okay? Because sometimes what happens is when your energy is off, people can feel it, you know, and then...
I'm fully convinced, yes.
Okay, so it's all a learning. It's all it is. It's a learning. Yeah. Okay? So there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But is there anything to lose? What do you lose?
I think now that you asked the question, I'm scared to revert back to the not good enough belief. Because in business, since I had so many successes, I do strongly believe that I'm good. So nobody can challenge me. Yet, since this is a new thing, I'm a bit scared of feeling not good enough in this.
Okay. So I want you to list all the benefits that your course has, that other courses don't have, okay, that you know of. And remind yourself that what you're offering is a quality product, and that this is just a process. It's all a process. It's got nothing to do with you as a person. This is a service and an offering that you're having. So nothing to do with you. Okay. Okay. So separate yourself, and like you said before, observe the process. Observe it. Observe it as an outsider. Observe it as if you are the client and you're coaching yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I guess I'm going to be seeing myself as experimenting. So maybe once I start talking to potential clients, I would ask them about their experience in hypnotherapy. Did they try it before? What was their experience? What did they hear about hypnotherapy? So it can start as a way of collecting data about hypnotherapy in general, and it will help me also enhance my product in any way.
Exactly. So whatever they give you as objections is going to go back into your offering. So that you overcome those objections even before they actually have them or think of them.
And maybe I can even enhance the product in any way based on the feedback of people who might have attended a training or heard about something. So,
okay, all right. So, is there any reason as to why you can't do the things that I mentioned to you before? Any reason at all?
No.
So, when are you going to do your announcement? When you say I've got an exciting announcement, I'm going to make it tomorrow. When are you going to do that?
Yeah, I guess that people are mostly on social media during the weekends. So I think I will do the first the first live on maybe Friday, and the second one Saturday or Sunday.
Awesome. Okay. All right. And so you're going to do that on Friday and then on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, so you're launching it, and so during the week, what can you do in terms of preparing emails to be sent out to your database, that sort of thing?
Well, I guess I'm going to prepare some kind of not really a survey, but it's more like general questions I would ask, so that I ask the same for everyone to be able to benchmark and to update the process as I go. Maybe what questions I can ask to engage them in conversations about hypnotherapy, maybe to let them ask me to know more about it or how it can help. Or I really don't have a big list of emails because most of my connections are on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so you need to give them something on LinkedIn and Instagram, a little offering, so that you actually get them onto your database.
Yes.
So there's something you need to give them, offer them, so that they can go on your database. So you can start nurturing that list and adding value to your list, so you have a list.
I do have the list of emails for my maybe 6,000 contacts on Instagram, but I'm not sure that people would read such emails because they receive plenty of advertisements on email. So I'm not sure how interesting it would be. I would rather go for a one-on-one conversation.
Okay. So you can still do a live on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can
I will do the same. I will do the same on both.
Okay. But just remember that the more that you have, the better, because you don't want to depend 100% on social media. So don't ever underestimate having your own list, because when you have a tribe of people, they actually do read your stuff if they're interested in you.
Yes.
Does that make sense? So
yes, because they do read the posts that I post and they comment and
So every time you tell yourself why you shouldn't do something, ask yourself if that's really true. So you just said, I'd rather not send the emails because they get so many emails. Doesn't matter how many emails they get. There's also a lot of Insta posts as well. So that can't stop you from saying your message, because the right person's going to hear your message.
I guess I'm projecting my own.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Ideas about junk emails and saying
exactly. And there are some that you wouldn't listen to, but there are others you would.
Yes.
The people that you connect with, you would. And the person that needs to be in your sphere at that particular time, because when the student is ready, the master will appear. That synchronicity will bring you together. But if you're not there sending an email, giving a live, you're not out there, you're not showing up, they can't see you. So you need to show up in all the areas, okay?
Well, you know what's really funny? I was a headhunter for senior executives for over 20 years, and I was able to reach anyone, anywhere, whenever I wanted to. I really don't know why I'm stopping myself, because I know how to reach people.
So it doesn't matter about the why now.
No.
Okay, we're finished with that. That's the past.
Okay.
This is the line in the sand. This is you took this step. This was massive action because this is 3 a.m. in Lebanon. 3 a.m. in Lebanon. I messed up the time. So 3 a.m. in Lebanon, and here you are taking this massive action, and you've given me a commitment.
Yes.
That you will show up live, and you are going to do it, and you're going to detach yourself from the outcome. So whatever the outcome is okay. It's okay. Whatever the outcome is perfectly good. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. It's not important. Yes. What's important is that you show up. You show up, and you continue showing up. Okay? Because you've got a lot to offer the world. And there's a tribe out there who are waiting for you to appear.
Okay.
All right. So what are we going to do? We are going to meet 1 week from today.
Okay.
Back here.
Okay.
To see where you're at. But I don't want you to get up at 3 o'clock again. So we'll work out a time that's not 3 o'clock in the morning for you.
I think 3 p.m. your time would be 8 a.m. my time.
Okay.
Just like we agreed at the beginning.
Okay, sorry, I messed it all up.
No, it's okay.
So that's right. So we'll do 3 p.m. next Tuesday. So which is going to be, so we'll do it on Tuesday next week.
Okay, it would be the 23rd.
23rd. So it'll be my 3 p.m.
Yes, that would make it my 8 a.m.
Yep. So we're going to do a catch-up call to see how easy it was to get out of your own way, how easy it was. Okay?
Yes.
So do you have any reason as to why you're not going to do all those things we agreed to? Any reason at all?
No.
No. Easy.
Yes. Yeah, you know, you remind me when I'm also a personal trainer. So when I take my coaching clients to the gym, I always remind them that it's simple, easy, and fun, no matter how hard it is. So it's all about what we tell ourselves.
Exactly.
So I'm going to tell myself it's simple, easy, and fun.
This is, you know what's so funny? This is such synchronicity, me and you. Look, we're even wearing the same colors. So we're even wearing the same colors. So when I'm at the gym and I'm doing something really hard, the words I say to myself is, this is easy, this is fun. This is easy, this is fun. This is easy, this is fun. Exactly your words.
It's all what you tell yourself. So
exactly. And do you remind me of myself? Because I was 22 years in corporate, and my program has got, has filled all the gaps that, that I didn't get. Like you said, I spent, so much money on marketing, and I've included all of that in my course. And I also do 6 months mentoring as well as part of the course. So it's very similar. We're very similar. So it's just about getting out of your own way, and you're going to smash it, girl.
Thank you very much.
Smash it. Absolutely smash it.
So we'll see you next Tuesday, and I will tag you in the lives that I'm going to do.
Can't wait. Okay. So when you do one live, are you going to stream into your other one, or are you going to do 2 separate ones, 2 social media?
I think I'm going to do 2 separate ones because they're going to have like 24 or 48 hours in between.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome. So fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today. Are you going to go back to bed?
Thank you very much.
Are you going to go back to bed, or is this the beginning of your day now?
Yes. So I'm going to do my meditation, and then I'm going to go on with my day normally.
Beautiful. What a nice early start today.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Bahia B, for
Thank
coming
you,
here
Helen,
today.
for your time.
And anytime, we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.